Hello everyone and welcome back to Keepsakes by Patty Cakes. This is Patty and today I'm going to be working on Roxy's weekly challenge from last week since I missed last week, and it's fun belly bands and for week number 13. So all I did, I'm out of cardstock, so I cut a piece of watercolor paper down and we're just going to work with those. And basically all you do is collage and you go over the sides and put whatever down, and then you'll cut it so you'll end up with a surprise of whatever's on the front after you cut it down. So I go ahead and get in my scrap box here and pull out some things. And we'll just start collaging. I hope everybody's doing well and hope you had a nice Easter. And also for those of you praying for my brother, he is doing so much better. And it's been, I think, 5 weeks now, and he may get out of the hospital at the end of this week. He will go home on oxygen, but he's very excited to get out of there, which I don't blame him at all. I'm just so thankful, and thank you all for your prayers. So I'm just going to, these are going to be no rhyme or reason, and I usually don't do belly bands this way. I usually do them, I can't say I don't, but I like to do them with a lot of material and lace and things. But those can always be added later. So I'm just going to take whatever's in this pile and stick it down. And I think I'm going too far over the edges, and we'll have glue everywhere, but it's okay. Like there. Do that sideways. I guess that's probably, I should watch that so I don't make such a mess. This down and use it on there. It's just where I punched out some holes. Piece of book page. How about if I glue on here? Maybe that'll be easier. So is anybody else making any crafts lately? If so, what have you all been working on? I'm also working on the dressmaker's lookbook for the Happy Paper people. And another journal, plus I have a sister swap to do. And I just finally got my birthday giveaway stuff mailed out. My fiance and his brother went to the post office for me today because we do not have a vehicle right now. We are saving to get a new used one. So I must watch my spending. Instead of buying a bunch of craft stuff, I got plenty now, so I really need to watch. This is just a piece of colored, I don't know if I food colored that or if it's from Kool-Aid. A piece of this. She did put focal points on hers, which I don't know if I want to do that on mine, because if I have time at the end, maybe I will, but I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to wait until I end up putting it in a journal and know what type of journal it is. Oops. I guess I'm weird, I don't know. Whoops. Came right back down. So these will probably be a little plain for some people. But it will give you the idea of kind of what to do. Okay, there's one. Some black here. Tear some of that off. The weather was beautiful here today. Has been for a couple days. I hope it stays that way. I really don't like the cold at all. Glue this side down. Always forget about that. Oops, you know what, this could go this way. Let's put it there. And I'll put another piece on the other side. Something like this. And I didn't do the edges. So I forgot I was going to put it the other way. Hope y'all can hear me. I need to get a new mic, and I'm not using one today. I'm gonna have to order one of those tomorrow. It's quite late here. I could always order it on Amazon though. So does anybody garden? Does anybody else have gardens? I love, love, love flowers. I think my stepmom is the one that got me started with it. When I was younger, she always had such beautiful manicured flower beds, and with both perennials and annuals. And then I got a bunch from her and got those all planted and going over the years, and then ended up moving from that house in the winter and didn't take anything, which I could boot myself for. But in the winter, it's kind of hard trying to dig up and find you know, what you've planted. And trying to keep them alive. Okay, there's 2. I'm just looking at the time. I forgot to say when I started, but I think I've been going maybe, let me see, 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes now. See what else is in here. Some music. I wonder how many people are doing this challenge. I've seen quite a few on Roxy's page. I think I need to go through and look up Roxy's Weekly Challenge and start checking out some more videos. I know a few people that are doing it, that I've been watching their videos. It's fun, and it's fun building up your stash. That will go good on something else. Let me see. There's some purple roses. How about that? I'll put some under it. Like this. This came in a scrap pack from Tammy. That's why they're staple marks, but I don't mind them. And if you don't like them, you can always cover them up. Excuse me. A piece of this bag. There. Whoops. I got so much stuff on my table right now. Since I'm working on all these different projects at the same time. At the moment. My lid does not want to stay open. Well, we got some little ledger here. Use that at the bottom. I noticed sometimes I watch a lot of videos and then I get a little stuck on what I want to do because it feels like I want to do everything. But then you have like other things that you have to do. Right now, we're posting inspiration photos and whoops, and happy paper people too, and that's fun. I did miss today though. Let me use the other half of that. it's kind of neat seeing other people's inspiration photos, what, you know, gets them going or makes them want to create. And actually, after seeing some of them, it actually makes me want to create. It's kind of fun. And here's a neat piece. This is a neat feeling paper. I don't know what this is made out of. It's pretty cool. Maybe sideways on this one. I thought another fun way to do these, and I mean an easy way, would be to use your master board and just cut them up. Although you don't get the surprise at the end, I guess, of what they're going to look like until you cut it down, but still, it'll be fun. Here's a piece of vellum. I'll put a piece of that on there. Hopefully it'll stay down. I know there's a lot more in here. Oops. He doesn't want to stay. I think I'm just going to cover the rest of this with this piece. Should leave my bottle sideways so I won't have to keep waiting for it to come down. Okay, there's another one. Oh, I only have one more. Wow. Huh. I thought I had more than that. Well, I guess we'll just do those. This pretty green paper that has some music on it. Let's take a piece of that. If we have time at the end, I will show you maybe how I would decorate one of these. I don't have anything prepared, but yeah, I think that'd be fun to do. 2 pieces here. The depth. Oh, this is pretty. Oops. I love all these papers. Makes it so convenient having little scraps and ones that you haven't necessarily picked out. I really like that. That one. Just want to make sure you get everything glued down. Okay, get rid of these. Oh, I was going to use that one pink one on there, and I must have thrown it back in. Darn it. Well, I can show you what I meant. Like, on this one, for example, you just put one of these down. One here. Oops. So I've been trying not to throw away this kind of thing. So, oops, so it can be used on a collage. Or anything you're making, really, just for some different texture. Oops, there we go. And just throw that on. I don't know where my dry white went. I'll just use this paper towel. There. Okay, and then what you do after this, let me just dry this off, is where you have your main card or whatever you're gluing to. I think I'll take a drier one and start out with that first. But there. To get the surprise look, then you cut around it. And like I said, if there's any loose papers, you can always go back and tack them down. Okay, I'll keep that for the end to show you. Oops. Do the same. That one's not glued down one corner. Oops, I'm cutting into the watercolor paper, so, geesh, that's gonna be crooked now. It's okay. I had more than this. I thought I did. It must have been, from the weight of it, I must have thought I had a lot more strips, but it was only one paper, so I guess not. Last one. I think these were like 2.5 inches. The last one was a little shorter, somewhere around there. And you just make them however long you want, depending on what size journals you make. So you can always cut them down. Can't, well, you could make them bigger, but be better just start off with what you think you're going to use. Okay. Then is the surprise of what they look like after you cut them down. Okay, here's one. Here's another one. And another one. And this one, and this one. So if you want, excuse me, you can take some lace. Let's just say, for example, this one, and put a piece of lace on it, some buttons. Let's see. Something like that. That's pretty. Let me see. You can even use material on them. Which this is a piece that I just got the other day. Deborah. Sorry for the loud noises. Just like that. These are kind of bent a little. Put that one there, or at the top, or in the middle, kind of like it up here. Okay, so we'll glue that down. I forget where I had it already. It's all gooped up, sorry. Oops. It's getting low on me. I'm just using some Fabri-Tac to put this down. And we'll put a little bit of lace. Can't tell which way it goes. Just put it this way. And then we'll put this down. I usually would use some ink around the edges, but this is for demonstration purposes, so I'm just gonna go with it. Oops. There we go. Just hold that down for a second. Okay, and I might take something else. Like, let me see. I have some scrap bag of laces and things. This is cheesecloth too. I don't like cheesecloth. This would go pretty with that. Not sure what I want on it. This is a tough one. Usually I don't. Oh no, maybe this down here. Maybe that too. Yeah, I think I like that. Maybe that was some lace. Under it. Yep, that's what I want to do. So this is just one way out of many different ways you can decorate them. You can use buttons. You could even add charms to them. Which I need to build my stash on those. Don't have a whole lot of those left. Kind of put this sideways. Hold that down for a second. And there you go. And for those of you that might not know what a belly band is, I'll just show you, say this is a journal page. And what you do, which if I had to put it on here, I would have to cut some of the bottom off and some of the top off. And then you glue them down at the top and bottom. That way you can slide something in them. So that's what you would do with these. Or you could use them as bookmarks. Whatever you like. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here and so it won't take a, long time to upload. And there's the fun belly bands. I hope you enjoyed that, and I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.